Alright, so we're starting off priming the eye with the Painterly Paint Pot from MAC. And I'm just spreading that over my eyelid here and just pressing that in with my fingers and then the brush. I want to start off with the Buxom Invite Only eyeshadow and then using a Sigma blending brush and just kind of like going over right underneath my eyebrow arch and kind of going all the way down to the actual crease. And then in the crease, I'm going to be using Anastasia Beverly Hills Blazing. And I'm using, I believe that is a Morphe crease brush. And then I'm going back with that Sigma blending brush. And then I'm just going to kind of blend that out a little bit. And then I'm going into the Buxom palette again, and I'm going to use the Filthy Rich. And then I'm going to start, basically I'm going from the outer, right there in the crease, all the way to the inner corner of the eye. So I'm just kind of like going over that full crease and kind of bringing it out. And then I'm blending that with the blending brush as well. I'm kind of going back and forth between adding the color and then blending until I get the actual desired results. Okay, and then I'll be using a Smashbox brush, and then I am using that directly in the crease. I wanted to use a small pointed brush because I'm going to use this kind of like as a liner. And then I'm just kind of building that on. Then I'm using another brush to kind of blend that out a little bit right above the crease. And then I'm kind of like blending, and then going back in and packing the color in until I get the desired results. I just didn't have an actual eyeliner for the particular shade that I wanted to do. All right, and then I'm using the Makeup Forever Flash Color 12. I'm using that teal color out of this, that light teal color, and then I'm just kind of carving out that crease and just sharpening up the lines. I'm having to go back because it wasn't perfect, and you just kind of have to take your time with this. This is why people don't do a lot of cut creases, you know, until they get really familiar with them, because it could take a lot of time. And then I'm using the Prenup, which is a Buxom eyeshadow, and I'm just using a flat brush and kind of patting that on, and I want to take it all the way out to kind of create a wing there. All right, and then I'm using the Lit Cosmetics glitter glue, and you guys be careful with that. I did it really well on the first eye and then I put too much on the second one, so it's kind of traveled up a little bit in the crease. So just be careful. You just really need a little bit, and then you can definitely build and add on, but if you got too much, you can't take it off. All right, I'm using this Alina Lashes American Dream glitter. And then I'm kind of taking just a little bit, whatever left on the brush, and kind of taking that out on the wing. I really don't want a lot of glitter there, but just kind of like pulling it out. And then I'm using a makeup wipe and kind of cleaning up that area with all the glitter. I'm going to use the Nivea. I haven't used the Nivea Men's Shea Post Balm in a while, so I used that. And then I went back with the orange corrector, and then I'm just kind of like covering the dark spots that I have. And while that dries, I'm going to use the Jordana Cat Eyeliner and, you know, get a wicked wing here. Try not to go too crazy with the wing, but, you know, just enough for the eye look. All right, I'm using the ColourPop. This is the gel eyeliner. And then I'm using the Sasha Tan loose powder. And then I'm kind of pressing that in. And then you guys, on top of that, I'm using the NARS All Day Luminous, and I'm telling you, this stuff is all day. It does not separate, and I have to use powder underneath my makeup in the summer because it is sweat proof, baby. It is just gorgeous. All right, I'm using the Kiko, and then that shade there, I'm using it as my bronzer. So I'm sorry if I'm going too fast. I didn't want to do a really long video, but just showing you what I did. All right, and then going back into the Buxom, I'm using the Invite Only as well, kind of patting that on and blending. So I'm packing it on for a little color. It's really close to my skin tone, so it's really not vivid. And then I'm just using that to really kind of blend everything all together. I'm going back with the Filthy Rich, and then I'm going to go again here with the Deep Plum. So I'm just going to use the same brush that I used with the crease before. And then kind of spread that Deep Plum out to give it a little smoky effect underneath the eye. All right, using the Maybelline Better Skin concealer here, and just, you know, doing it as usual underneath the eyes and down the nose, create a little bridge. Just giving some illusion effects here. And then I'm just using the Real Techniques blending sponge. This is super damp, so it just, I don't know, just worked flawless. I really, really love those sponges. And then I'm using the Sacha Buttercup Pressed Powder, and then I'm just kind of like, I'm not going really crazy with that because I do have powder underneath. All I really want to do here is just set what I just put on my face. Everything else is, I don't need it all over because I have it underneath and the foundation is really sticking to that powder that I have underneath. So it's really, really good if you guys haven't tried that. If you have normal or oily skin, you should definitely try that. All right, and then I'm using the L'Oreal Miss Manga. I'm just trying to kind of fill those bottom lashes out. And then I had some the Smashbox bronzer already on that brush from the previous look. I didn't want to add any extra. I didn't want to go too crazy. So I'm just using that to kind of define my nose without really adding on excess product. And then I'm going back into that palette and actually apply, you know, across my forehead and just kind of like bronze that out a little bit with some of that orange shade. And then I'm using the Bobbi Brown. I don't know if this is still available. I did purchase it from a makeup outlet store, but I love this little thing right here. I haven't used it really, so I really need to take advantage of it. But I'm starting off with the bottom right hand corner with the lightest shade, that really light kind of pearl shade. And then I'm going in with this kind of like pink champagne. And then I'm going to use that pink champagne as my first highlighter. Yes, I said first. We are going to use both. So I'm going to use that pink champagne on the bottom portion. Then I'm going back to that really pearlescent shade. And then I'm going to use that right above that pink champagne to kind of give it a pop. If you guys have not tried using more than one highlighter and you love like highlight on fleek, then I think you should definitely try doing multiples. All right, and then I'm just using the ColourPop Flawless Lip Pencil. MAC Men Love Mystery is a really nice shade. It's like lighter than Heroin. It's more like Heroin. I keep saying Heroin. It's really comparable to Riri Boy, but a little bit darker than that. And then this is the Love Knots. Oh my goodness, you guys, if you don't have that, you need to get it. It is gorgeous. All right, thank you guys so much for watching. I love you. And Erica, this video was for you. All right, bye guys.